get some more details on exactly what those funds are going to be for, but it's for the water tower. If
Okay.
that makes sense. So we just,
Okay.
until they get in there and look at it and come up with a good solution on how to fix it and the different costs associated with it, we're not gonna.
Until they know for sure.
Right now, it's
Okay.
just been jumping the hurdles to get the application and everything approved and get some direction of the projects we're going forward. But
Okay.
Until the engineers get in there, it's not something I'm gonna know
Okay.
for sure. I know they provided budget sheets, but a little fluffed.
Okay, well,
Because we were trying to stay within the allocation and the water tower, and I believe once they get into those design plans, that's when we'll see exactly how we're gonna utilize everything.
okay. Well, if we can be of any help, it's my understanding that our engineers had actually looked at it at one point in the past, and that they had found, I guess, what it was going to take to do the repairs, because I guess there was a leak somewhere. So if we need to get those records to y'all, just let us know, and we'll just, I mean, if that'll help in any way. So
After the contract, those documents will help a lot. Now, there's going to be some approvals that I'm gonna send out. I don't know if you were on the list, the GLO got back to us with directional information that goes on contract. So I'm gonna send that to you, and if you could verify that location and make sure, some of the street names, everything's correct,
okay,
that gets us one step closer to the contract. We still have to get a few more of the interlocals in, but getting to this point means we're close.
well,
Are we gonna get it tomorrow? Still, I'm gonna say a year, just to stay protected, but I would assume at this point, we're about 3 months out from, if we can get those, all the interlocals in,
right.
get those in, we're about 3 months out from seeing that actual contract draft.
Well, that's good, because we're still, I think the water improvement project where we're going to get the 3 new water pumps with the new pipes, and the new electronic panels and stuff, that won't start until probably the end of August or early September. So by the time you guys get everything, they'll already be kind of in the process, and I think it should take probably till about December, either December or early January, when that project will be done. So then we can just kind of move on to this, hopefully, if everything works out.
Yes,
So it
and,
won't be till next year.
We're gonna have the design going on, but as we have the design going, we'll also have the environmental getting that clearance as well.
Right.
So that takes about 6 months,
All right.
if everything works out right.
So we should be good.
And Melody, is that 2 million, blah, blah, it's all divided into all these counties or how?
Actually, the way that worked out is these funds are from Hurricane Harvey.
Correct.
So we had the DR funds, everybody got their DR funds, got
Yeah.
their projects. Then they did the mitigation funds, which was like $4.1 billion.
I remember that.
They did the mitigation competition, that's where everybody went in there and did a competition, and then they did the COG bonds. They were supposed to have another round of the competition, the GLO. Since Harris got so upset about the competition because they didn't win, their applications were actually hand-drawn maps, and they were upset. But all of that became kind of political, so they put all the second competition funds and everything into the COG bonds. The COG came up with a formula on how to distribute these funds. Now, some of the smaller population, like Ingleside on the Bay, their population wasn't high enough to get a direct allocation. But what they did is they said, well, Ingleside on the Bay should get this much money.
Mhm.
And for Odom, I believe it's some financials or some issues where eligibility issue. So they said, Odom should get this money, but we're gonna roll it into the counties. So they did that. It was population size or eligibility, so they would roll that money up to the county. The judge said if it was a county that was designated to get the funds, the project should be in that area. And so he's the one who pushed these funds out to where they should go over the eligibility.
So the way it looks like we're piggybacking it off the county, right? The Odom is piggybacking off because we don't.
We're taking on, charge of the administration and engineering charge involving you guys in this process. But we're doing the administration and meeting eligibility requirements, but all the RFPs, all that stuff goes from the county.
Yeah.
County and working with you guys on getting this project established. So we do start construction. Cameras everywhere, so you guys can see all that. So I guess one of the biggest issues we have is we're improvements and works done, so we don't have to get paid, things like that, and as far as the design, all that's gonna be all you guys to make sure you get what you need for the budget.
And the budget is of 2,075,678. That's our budget, not to exceed.
Yes, that's a project that's been. They went on allocations, but during this process, we had almost 15 RFIs, and some adjustments were made. So we might be $5 off here or there, it can change, but it was able to get the contract there.
Correct. Okay. So we're gonna have any questions?
But I think you still misunderstand, we don't get the 2 million. That's, you don't get 2 million.
No, it doesn't come directly to us, but our project, that's, our project cannot exceed the $2 million, right? Our individual project.
No, but we say that we acknowledge that those season, we'll have to handle those rooms.
Okay. What I think Jesse's understanding is that these numbers here are gonna be split up between other entities. The way I understand, yes.
Yeah, because we're not getting that full 2 million dollars.
Third page.
That
That's fine.
really is split between engineering and
Yeah.
environmental.
Yeah.
So, and engineering and environmental and admin. So you do have some that money, portion of it going for that, and the rest of the funds will be utilized for construction.
But that is,
It is all to benefits.
the city of-
You get the benefit, we are using the beneficiaries, you get the beneficiaries.
Okay.
You get the project. It is split within admin, so.
Engineering.
So those fees out.
And the first one, right?
Yeah, it'll be the county.
So,
It'll be the county engineer.
it'll be county engineer
Okay.
for that project.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that, okay, good.
Okay, that, I think that was kind of the misunderstanding.
Yeah.
But I think I,
But we are utilizing the funds for the water tower,
Right.
for the city of Odom. And if you look on the application, it's the beneficiaries are here
right,
as well.
Good.
So,
perfect.
And I think on the water tower, I think McGuire had done a study on ours. I think, was it Billy, were you? McGuire came in there and did a study on the water tower?
Yeah.
So they got some numbers.
That was several years ago though.
I'm sure
Yeah,
those are
you
years.
probably-
Yeah, but
Years
they
ago.
know the
Somewhere,
tower. They know the
good idea.
tower.
So,
Yeah.
Utility costs are starting to go down, so
That's a
what I've heard.
plus.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it.
Yeah.
so
Good deal.
hopefully we'll get some additional stuff.
Any other questions?
Just the water tower, nothing else?
An
hydrants?
engineer, a generator for the, water system.
Okay, specify exactly what this money for. Water tower,
And,
I can't, because if they come in, we put it in there,
Yeah.
we put preliminary numbers in there, but if they come back and they say, we can't afford the generator, we might not get the generator, I don't wanna
Yeah.
overpromise and underdeliver, so let's keep it the water tower, and if we can get the generator, we'll get that in there.
I think it was at the time they asked us to put like.
Just
wish, a wish list.
just like
Yeah.
a wish list.
Okay, so we have a wish list somewhere that you
Yeah.
have.
Yeah,
right.
there's a list, and if
Okay.
we can get the water tower
Yeah.
completely funded,
Okay.
we'll go down to the next item.
Okay.
Get that funded,
That's what I'm
we'll
saying, you know,
go
and,
down to the next
okay.
one. We'll make sure that money goes towards the beneficiaries
Okay.
in Odom.
and I think we had a meeting on that, right?
We
I think-
did, it was.
Yes, it was a
I
city
remember.
council meeting.
Yeah,
We all
with a
voted
Water
on it.
tower, I think water tower, hydrants, fire hydrants. Yeah, so, okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that,
So we're good? Any other questions? So we want to go ahead, we have a motion by Councilman Falcone and second by Councilman Candela to go ahead and take action on approving the interlocal agreement between San Patricio County and the city of Odom regarding the community development block grant mitigation. We'll move on with a vote. Place one,
Yes.
place two, place three,
Yes.
sorry, place four,
yes.
place five.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Flag?
I said place two, and then I looked over there, I'm like, oh, he's not here. So the motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy.
All right,
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
And I'll let you know when we get our contractor, we'll kick off meeting, and it's really for you guys, with somebody to represent and come to the kickoff meeting.
But you also, you're corresponding with Sal, right, most of the
Oh,
time?
yeah, we go way
Yeah.
back, actually, I figured out.
Hey.
Oasis County, right? Did you work in Oasis County? I
Yeah.
worked back there when you worked there with Bill Roberts.
Hey, look, he's turning red.
The emergency manager over there. Yeah, well, I saw you today at Commissioner's Court. I was like, gosh.
So we're gonna move on. I think that's gonna be pretty good. I mean, $2
Yeah.
million. I mean, a lot of that's gonna go into engineering costs, but,
Oh, yeah.
but we'll be able to get the water. Hopefully, with this money, we'll have the whole water system will be
On that one,
new,
Mayor?
so.
Are they gonna be able to do that like maybe like the other day when everything was shut off through engineering something to keep the pressure up? and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
that's why we want to get the new pumps in.
Yeah.
Once we get the new pumps and the electrical system in place, they'll be able to regulate the pressure, so they'll be able to take down the tower and we'll be
Keep
good.
the pressure up.
Yeah.
That'd be
So
good.
that's gonna be good.
Just for the record, Mayor, that Epi did review this and he was stuck in Houston today, so he couldn't make it out, but he did a review of the agreement and said it was good. So
All right.
just
Fantastic. Item B, discuss, consider, and take action to set up operations and fees to collect tires at the current city collection site. Do I have a motion?
No, I'll make a
No.
motion. I'll make a motion.
All right, motion by Councilman Falcon. A second? Second by Councilman Huerta. So discussion, we had a gentleman come out, this is just another service. I mean, obviously you guys have probably seen around town, there's a lot of tires. People have tires on their, and they don't know what to do with them. And a lot of times they end up in the ditch somewhere, especially going towards Bethel. And so we had a gentleman come over. They have an operation in Corpus that recycles tires. They said that we could set up a site here where we could collect the tires and charge whatever fee, and then they would come and pick them up and properly dispose of them. So I thought that would be kind of a good service to provide for a community, just to try to keep it, clean and have folks, instead of going to throw their tires off the side of the road somewhere, they can come and throw them. I think that he had said that they charge about $3, Sal. I mean, you talked to him about the numbers, so.
it was $3 for car and light truck tires.
Okay, it's in here. It's in here.
Yes, and if you like, I can continue. Trailer tires, $5. Small ag and steer tires, $8. I think we had kind of said that we probably would want to not get anything bigger than that just because of, space. We probably want to buy some sort of storage container to fill it up first, so water and other things don't get inside of it. And then we can, since we have the trailer, we can go drop it off and kind of cut that cost out. But we just have to decide what we want to tie on to those costs to kind of, balance out with our service, manpower and rentals and all that kind of stuff. So
Because we had talked about, I mean, we don't want to leave them out in the open.
Yeah.
Because you just collect water and then mosquitoes, it's an issue. So we're talking about maybe getting like one of those connexes, storage container, like maybe a 10-foot container. And when they came and dropped off tires, the maintenance guys could just stack them in there. And when we got, 80, 100 tires, we could go and drop them off, or they could come and pick them up also. So we just needed to kind of come up with a price. I think Sal had mentioned that since they charge $3 for light, cars and light, we could charge $5 per tire. And then trailer tires, what do you say, 5?
it's 5. I mean, I was at 8 or 10.
So like 8. And then the small ag and what's skid steer tires?
Those are like, like our skid steer.
Tractor.
Oh, like the tractors,
Smaller
the
tractor
bands.
tires.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he said $8. So, maybe 10.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if you guys have ever, I've never taken tires. They're usually where I have the tires.
We always
routine.
had programs that come and they do it, but it's a good idea, because
What does discount tire show? Like when you go through, they give you, they put a fee on there.
Yeah, like $10 a tire.
They put a fee on there.
Like $10 a tire.
$5, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's $10 a tire, I think.
Yeah, so, yeah, might as well.
So 5. And then, see what to do, like, you guys think like the trailer tires,
I mean, could you come up like one for all, like a cost for, so it's not so difficult, you know what I'm saying?
like
Like
one,
like description of, you know,
Well, no, you want to separate it. You know why? Because one time we had this program and somebody brought in 18-wheelers, which is the trailer tires,
yeah,
a whole bunch of them. And these-
the semi-trailers, yeah, the semi,
So now I agree with Isaac. On the others, you can do the same, but except for the 18-wheelers, you're gonna distinguish them anyway. You're gonna
Yeah.
know which ones. But they will take advantage, trust
So
me.
40 ply, Billy, is a 18
It's an
wheeler?
18-wheeler.
18 wheeler.
I mean, you're talking about, you're gonna notice.
So maybe we don't want to take those just for space. I mean, how often do you think we'd get those just
we
for?
probably won't get them very much. But, I mean,
there's a lot of those.
Right, so we can,
There's a
we
lot
can
of
just
hard
not,
tires.
we just
There's
not.
a lot of court tires, man.
Not
No,
take
but I
those.
will tell you that people are gonna take advantage, even people that are in the county. So I don't know if y'all gonna open it up to everybody
Well,
or,
we can do like we do with brush and bulk. We can tack on a outside city, charge. We charge like 15 for brush, right? But if you live outside the city, we charge 20. So we can do something like that.
people will find a way, I'm just telling you.
Sure.
They've always done it.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it's better, I mean, we gotta have something, it's just another service, because I
No,
don't
but
want
it's a
people to
good
throw them
idea.
in the ditch,
I mean,
you
I
know?
Tires back here that I haven't disposed of. I don't
Yeah.
know how to get rid of them.
Because I always see them going down Bethel, by the railroad tracks. People just dump their tires right there on the side, and it's like, it makes it hard to control mosquitoes when you got so many tires lying around. So do we want to just kind of go with what Sal was saying, we can charge $5 for the car and light truck tires, $8 for the like semis.
Yeah.
And then $10 for the small ag and skid steer tires, $10.
Yeah, for in-city,
Yeah.
I guess, in-city limits customers, right?
I would keep it in city. I mean,
What's that?
you don't want to open up a can of worms.
Oh, so we don't, so people who live in Bethel, that's what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
is it customers or
water
more
bill? How
just
about the
city
water bill?
limits? What do you want to limit it to?
Just with the water bills. Bring an Odom water bill.
So water bill,
I mean, Odom, because Bethel does, we service Bethel with
Right.
water, right?
Yeah.
Anything.
okay,
Just with
so
the-
it's only for,
That's what he was saying. If you live out in the county, charge a little bit more.
I mean, it's either way, I mean, I think,
But you're right, it's the same
We're
thing,
okay with
garbage.
that.
Yeah.
Well, they pay a little bit more garbage already, but
okay. So just, you want to limit it to just if you have to have a Odom utility bill to access this
Yeah, if you have a
service.
utility bill, we'll just charge them the same price.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so they
I
can
mean,
just show them, look,
Yeah, I mean,
but not the tire.
we just get those tires off, off the side of the road and,
Help with the mosquitoes and stuff.
yeah, exactly. Because actually, I think I got 3 tires in the back of my house right now that I gotta dispose of, so.
Well,
So-
I'll amend my motion is to discuss, take action to,
I think we're good.
no, but we got to put the numbers, don't we?
To add the fees,
To, with the fees that we just came up with, car and light tires, 5, trailer tires, 8, small ag and steer tires. 8,
yeah,
With the Odom, City of Odom utility bill.
And do we need to put I guess, find a decently priced Connex for storage? We have to add that
No,
to
we
that, or
can
is
do
just part of
that.
the operation?
yeah, that's just, we can do that.
Okay.
I don't think it has to be on the motion.
Is that a good number?
Yeah, that's good enough, that's good enough.
Yeah.
So you got the new motion?
Yes.
Okay. And so we have a motion from Councilman Funkel to go ahead and set up an operation and fees to collect tires at the current city Odom collection site. With the fees being car and light truck tires, $5, trailer tires or semis, $8, and small ag and skid steer tires, $10. Do I have a second?
Oh, sir.
Second by Councilman Huerta.
Real quick question, Mayor. TCQ has no problem with this?
Well,
As long as it's not on the ground.
yeah,
That's like your kind of marker. As long as it's not on the ground and it's on a roll off or in a storage
Okay,
container,
okay.
that's when they get involved.
All right.
For anything.
Yeah,
Alright.
TCEQ doesn't care because we always took tires, but people started taking advantage.
Okay.
So we stopped.
Okay.
The,
Just make sure you.
We stopped
Alright.
because they were bringing tires from everywhere.
The recycler
And
has,
Now that you're charging, that's gonna change.
It could.
yeah, we might get a bunch in the beginning and then it'll
Yeah,
probably slow
it'll
down.
taper off.
Right.
Yeah,
just,
so-
the,
Even if somebody were to say, hey, I'll pay you X amount just to, they're gonna pay anyway, so.
the recycler has TCQ requirements. They have to
Okay.
deal with it.
So how about this tire guy that comes up, hey, I'm gonna take 10 tires over there, this tire place over there.
Let's see,
If he's
pays
got
for
a,
each
if he's
one.
got a bill and pays the bill, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, once
So-
we're full, we'll have to just kind of take it over to our,
Okay,
to
that's
the
good.
vendor and
Make some money.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and vote on the motion. Place 1,
yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5. Motion carries. Item C, discuss, consider, take action to surplus the following Odom police vehicles. You have the information as part of your packet. Where did that go? It's the 3 Chargers, the white, the blue, and the black Charger. I know I had that somewhere.
It's here. It's on your.
Oh, it's on the.
Yeah, it's
I'm
on- it's
sorry.
on the-
Yeah, it's on here. So it's the white Dodge Charger, and the black Dodge Charger, and also the blue. You also have pictures of the 3 vehicles. We have another agency who's interested in actually purchasing 2 of those vehicles, the blue and the black Charger. So we're kind of asking that, the council allow Sal to go ahead and move forward with surplusing the vehicles. And,
Do you want to make a motion, Mayor?
I'm sorry, yes, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we take action to surplus the following police vehicles, the white, black, and the blue Dodge Charger.
if I can add, so I made a mistake on the number 3, the blue Dodge Charger. And on your current packet, I updated it. So for the record, that blue Charger VIN number is 2C3CDX BG9MH675422. That's what the titles match that, and description, all that good stuff. So
Okay.
just an amendment to that, if you can,
So
with the
I have a
amendment. to it.
motion by Councilman Candela. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Councilman Falcon. So we'll move on to discussion. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I know the black Charger is kind of the oldest vehicle, I believe. But it still runs pretty good. We have, like I said, we have another agency that's interested, the Taft ISD Police. They came out and looked. And we had Danny check both vehicles out, make sure they could start, because they had died and they wouldn't start. So Danny came and checked them out, got them running again. So they had an opportunity to come and ride them or drive them. They liked them. Obviously, even though they're kind of older for us, they're old. They have the vehicles that they have in their fleets are older than these 2. So they were interested in purchasing them. So we just want to kind of give Sal permission to kind of negotiate with them on to get these cars sold to them. Any other discussion?
How many vehicles do we have right now, total police?
These 3, the pickup truck that's in the background behind the white one.
Mhm.
That one, Cal Allen was interested in it. Cal Allen ISD, I think we surplused it, but I think there's some issues with their budgeting, so they said they were going to have to wait on that. And then the gray Tahoe,
We also have the
Durango.
There's a Durango there, but it's kind of not really known if it's the PD's because it's not decked out.
Yeah, it doesn't have lights or nothing on it,
No
but we have
radio,
the
it's just a
Durango.
civilian
So
vehicle, kind of.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 vehicles right now.
Is it legal to do this through procurement or, like, does that go up a bit for other people too?
If we're selling, well, just like we did with Cal Allen, as long as we surplus it and sell it directly to uh, um, a governmental agency, whether it's a school, another city, county, it's transferable, just like we did last one.
Okay.
It's the same process. Yeah. We just can't sell directly to any private organization or private person. It has to go to,
And then
right, and this entity is a city of Taft, right?
Yeah, it's actually I think, I don't know, does Taft ISD have their own chief and everything? I'm not real sure. So I think it's their own entity.
So
I think Taft ISD is
I'm sorry, yeah.
their own entity, so
should we put that in the motion?
Well, here's the thing with specifying it is, I think if we just surplus it and something happens in between, just like the Ram, if we would have specified the Callan, we might have been stuck just with work, because when we sold the Durango and got everything all squared away, we're going to hold off on the Ram, because we had some budget issues. So now we surplus the Ram, it's there, we have all the paperwork ready to go, but now we have to wait. So if, we don't want to be stuck just if another entity comes and says, we'll take it now.
I think what Jesse would.
It's
need
for
is-
entity, it's just
is-
specify.
is Specify on there, do you want it in the motion or you want to?
Well, like I said, if somebody said, well, I wanted to buy that car, somebody,
Well,
I
don't know.
he's got the laws on it.
So-
Yeah, I mean, all that was Epi, I mean,
Okay, yeah,
it's the same process.
okay,
Talk to our legal,
yeah,
so
Yeah.
they said that it's as long as
Yeah, it's either going to
let
be,
him answer.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, okay,
it's either going to be a government type agency,
okay.
like a ISD, a PD, or a
Okay.
whatever, or it has to go to auction. Those are your black and white options
Okay.
for
Yeah,
auction.
what you mean by private is investigation company or whatever,
Right.
or people that do security.
Yeah.
Those are-
Oh, we've had guys,
those are-
Yeah, some of them like it.
Yeah,
I've had a
but
couple
some
of-
them are private, so.
yeah, I've had a couple of cops call who wanted to buy one of the cars because they do construction.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Highway,
And
you
it's
can't
like,
do that.
Highway,
you
highway,
can't
yeah.
do, he said, we can't sell them. I said,
Yeah.
now I said, if we auction it off, I told them, I said, if we're gonna auction them off,
Yeah.
I'll let you know, you can come and
Yeah,
bid.
just like
I
that.
said, but now we can't sell it to you directly, so.
Yeah.
But to another entity, another government entity, we
Yeah,
can.
makes sense.
Yeah, so-
Now,
Yeah.
When you say installed equipment, what are you talking computers?
No, because there's nothing in there but a radio and like the lights and stuff and the control to the lights.
Okay, so all the computers are out, all the,
Yeah,
radars, everything.
yeah, there's nothing.
The
in
only
there.
thing
Yeah.
that'll stay on there would just be the light controllers.
Siren.
Yeah, that's all,
Yeah.
that's all on
The
control
basic,
panel,
basic, yeah.
the basic stuff.
Remember when you're negotiating, you might want to look at the cost of that, versus also the car by itself.
Right, and then also the condition of the vehicle,
Yeah.
like the white ones, like it's not even. I think it's not even worth fixing. Right, it's kind of just
No, we opened the hood the other day and there was like animals living inside the motor.
yeah.
There
So like
was
so like
nests
the
in
the
there.
white one's probably gonna go to auction with the other vehicles once we get all that kind of settled, and then I think they were the agency was looking at the black and the blue, and then like I said, this age and mileage and wear and tear on the engine, and I think Danny had given us some ideas of what we could probably start
The
with.
black one, he said the black one, he said we could start around 8,000 for the black one and then like 18,000 for the blue one. This was a good starting point. Yeah, they said both of them need tires and both of them will need brakes, according to Danny. And I know the black one for sure needs tires. But that's kind of a starting point. We could just work from there.
Mhm.
And just like we did with Killallen, just they can counter offer or whatever and see what we can settle on so we can get them off our insurance and we don't have to be worrying about keeping them because we got to send guys over there twice a week to go start them because if not, they die.
Every 2 days, honest, really,
Yeah.
to be.
I mean, so the
Yeah.
guys are having to go over there, they start them, they drive them around a little bit and then go and park them again.
Sometimes I have to do it too because they're busy with the leak or something. It's got to get done. So
You want to do that with my limos? Just
Put them on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Don't go out like a week or two, they die.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, it's
electronics.
just the way they are. You gotta.
Yeah, so
So we still have the truck
We have the Durango civilian vehicle, we'll call it, right? And we still have the Tahoe. Tahoe, we're pretty much stuck with. I mean, I know there's a lot of ins and outs because it was bought with Lone Star grant money. So we definitely, that's the newest vehicle that we have still.
So is your plan to get rid of all of our police vehicles?
No, just these here because like they're sitting here and they need work. So, I mean, like I said, we have
So does that gives us still 3 available for when we need
2 right now. If we,
2?
yeah, because I mean, the white one's not even worth fixing.
That's the oldest one,
Yes,
2018,
right. Yes, yeah.
The
with
one
that-
and the black one are the two
The
oldest
black
ones.
one's a 2019.
Right, and the blue is a 2021.
So after that, so then we'll have 2 good ones.
Yeah, we'll have the Durango, the Dodge Durango, and it's a newer vehicle, but it's not decked out though. And then we have the Tahoe, which is all decked out. I think, yeah.
So 3 vehicles, because even the truck can be utilized. as-
Oh yeah, yes. If we don't sell the truck, but we did surplus it. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can unsurplus it at some point if you really wanted to.
Yeah, we don't have to sell it. I mean,
Right.
just because we approved it to be surplus, we don't have to. We can, I mean, they didn't buy it, we can just say, well, we're gonna keep it now.
It was purchased as a canine vehicle, that's why they got the truck. So the back seat, what they did is they put a deck for the cage. But, I mean, it's still good. It doesn't have that many miles.
Yeah.
The white one, we would always have problems ever since we bought it.
Oh.
The electronics, for some reason, would drain the batteries.
Yeah, that's what Danny had said. That's why you have to turn it off because like the electronics they just drain the battery.
Oh, that's happening to the black one right now.
And 1 day, 2 days, it would drain.
Who keeps moving the other way? You?
We take turns.
We take turns.
I see it when.
Well, you slow down or what? Okay, yeah, that's good.
We take it for a drive and those scared people, they're like,
You got any police force?
mhm.
Yeah, right now, people get scared. As soon as they're coming in, they see that Tahoe there, they slow down.
Yeah.
But then when you get closer, you see all the cobwebs and all
We
that.
didn't put an inflatable person sitting in there.
I want to buy one.
We should go put it in there.
So we don't have any other discussion. There's a motion to surplus the following Odom Police vehicles, which is the 2018 Dodge Charger, 2019 black Dodge Charger, and the 2021 blue Dodge Charger
With
by
with the
Councilman
amendment,
Candela.
sorry, with the amendment to that VIN number. No,
With the amendment to the-
I'll note that in the minutes.
And second by Councilman Falcone. If there's any more discussion, we'll move with the vote. Place 1,
Yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5.
Yes.
Motion carries. We'll move on to the last item here. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Councilman Candela to adjourn. Second?
Yes, sir.
Second by Councilman Huerta. Meeting's adjourned. What time is it?
7:35.
Damn it, boy. You missed it.
That's it, no dinner for you.
Yeah, you got good night, you got very food.
Just tell her, do you finish by 7:25? But Jesse was asking.
Yeah, just was asking.